in the vein of martyrs and blood and red. Today is the feast of Saint Joan of Arc. Born 1412, died 1431, burned alive, it says. I don't know if they always say burned alive to death or just burned to death. She had visions, I think, at age 13 of Saint Margaret, of two other saints, Saint Alexandria, and I want to say, Saint Archangel Michael. She, I think she was told in a vision, or she felt that she had to find the king of France, and whatever, disappeared, not made himself available. There were wars. She went to find him. I think it was Charles VII. She goes into battles for a year and a couple of months and wins all these battles. She gets wounded. She ends up finding Charles and convincing him to go back to the throne and start and become king again. She gets captured by the Burgundy people, the people of Burgundy, France, and sold to the English. She goes on trial. And the most famous thing I think about her, and first off, she was not a prototype feminist, so just forget that. She was real, I don't know about a prototype, but she was a Christian. She had visions. She needed to call France to unity, I suppose, by finding the king and getting him to get out there and get to battle like King David was supposed to be doing. And she's not a proto-feminist. She is a good Christian woman, a good Catholic woman, because there was no Christian. Well, anyway, there was no denominations at that point. She said something that was very interesting. As to, and this is a paraphrase, as to the church and Jesus, they are one and the same. Let's not complicate it. So, in other words, when you're following the Catholic Church, you're following Christ. Don't make it too complicated, particularly with the denominations and all the other nonsense. There is no Baptist, there is no Methodist, there's only Catholicism, there's only the religion Jesus started. These others are not, well, it's not that there isn't, but none of them are legit. None of them were started by Jesus. None of the other denominations were started by Jesus. Jesus started the Catholic Church. And if you're not with the Catholic Church, you're not with the church Jesus started. It's really quite simple. Don't complicate it. So let's see. One grapevine survived. The other grapevine is there, but looks like it did not survive. Okay, so as Joan of Arc said, don't complicate it. Jesus came, he died, he's God. Don't complicate it. He left Peter in charge of his church. Now, who are you going to call? Who are you going to be with? Jesus? Or some clown, some human clown without divine authority? Jesus spoke with authority. That was one of the things that they found intriguing about him. He forgave sin. He spoke as if he had the hand of God, because he did. There was a reason for that. He performed miracles. He rose people from the dead. Okay, so we have a couple of strawberry plants. We have quite a few, actually. One. How much have they spread? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6. So strawberries are supposed to come year after year. So yeah, let's not complicate it. He spoke with authority, did miracles, and then rose from the dead. Nobody does that, people. Nobody does that. No human does that. But a man God did that. And that's should be good enough for us. It's good enough for me. That's the whole thing that determines the whole thing for me. He rose from the dead. Okay, then he's got to be God. He's certainly not a normal human. So as St. Joan of Arc said, don't complicate it.